I'm George Dean, and my group is Gospel 4. I'm the lead singer, writer, and producer for that group. Well, Memphis has always been like a quartet town, and then many great groups have come from this city, like Spirit of Memphis, Memphis Spiritual 4, and I could name Memphis Harmonizers. I could name a lot of groups that's been well here, Bogart Brothers, Christian Harmonizers, and I could go on and on. But the thing about Memphis is, and when I talk to other major groups that's in this genre of music, is the hardest place for them to sing is Memphis, Tennessee. That's because there's a lot of great groups that has started here, past, present, and I work with some young people that'll probably be future. Let's start with the Stellars Award. First of all, I produced a record for Lee Williams Spiritual QCs, which ended up getting him 5 Stellar Awards and won 5 Stellar Awards. And I produced 7 of his projects. Actually, I've produced every project he has up to this point. And then about 2 years later, Gospel 4, my group, came along, and we were nominated for 7 Stellars, 2 of them being a songwriter and producer. So, and then I've had a lot of other awards like state representatives have given me proclamations. Several different states have given me Key to the City, Washington, Maryland, a lot of different places. So that's been my experience. Well, James been around for the longest. I say that to say James was a radio personality, and he still is, but he was some long time ago, starting with WLOK. That's where we first met him. And he's been great in that industry to the point where he even won a Stellar for gospel announcers. And so that alone makes him the dean of the announcers. And then James is a great guy and does well for us, for the community, and every place that he goes. For one thing, people say that the quartet era is dying, and I don't think so. I think people will always love it, and I say that according to how I see young people react when we're in our concerts. So it would be good for the city for that reason. Young groups are coming up. Now they're getting a chance for people to see that they could be a group and they could be in order and they could sing their thing within a time limit and make people appreciate what they do. I think this will help that. I've seen groups come closer together, and what I do a lot of things by feel, and I think the Spirit deal with you with the feel. And I think the Lee Williams, George Dean era was meant to be to show other quartet that no matter who you are, who you sing with, you can still work together. And I've seen that air get much better to the point where groups now don't mind singing with whomever, and it's not like a thing where we have to have weights to outweigh the other. So I've seen that change greatly. But I've worked with Perfection before. We've sung together in different shows. And I've worked with Tim before. We've sung together quite a bit. And Tim, I also had a chance to work with him on his first project that he released before he went to the Brothers. But also, Tim is just as good a preacher as he is a singer. And I think that makes a lot of difference. That helps him in a lot of different ways, you know. The word kind of is the heart.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure's mine.